Hello, and welcome to the Burlap Sacks Anime Podcast. There'll probably be a better name for it eventually, just not yet, because that's not how I roll. Today, I'm here with my co-host, David and Amin.
Hey, I'm David.
And Amin.
And that's a motorcyclist.
In the background, yes.
I would shut the window, except for it's really hot in here.
And humid.
Yeah, so...
And Connor doesn't have his shirt on, so...
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna out him, David. I wasn't gonna do it.
Okay, so, yeah, pretty much that's about it. Right now, we're still working on the format, so we just put up a general format for this. So...
Start, we did that.
Yeah, we did the start.
We got it.
We introduced ourselves. So now what we talk about what we've been watching and what
reading and playing this week.
Like games and shit. Okay, I'm gonna go last. So David, you start with like.
Alright, let's start off with the Gatchaman Crowds. So, first season was one of my favorite animes of all time. I think Amin partially agrees with that. I don't know if it's one of his favorites, but
probably top 15.
Yeah, okay. Really good. Second season has probably actually it's stayed true to the first and not turned to shit as most season 2s do.
Cough.
You think so? It's not as good?
I've only seen the first 2.5 episodes, but yeah, I'm liking it. It's definitely. It might turn out better, I think.
It has the potential, and I don't know, they do a lot of weird stuff, so it could go really bad or really good. I'm hoping for the really good. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Amin?
So, right, obviously, I've been watching Gatchaman Crowds Insights. I started watching a bit of the new Gintama. I actually am not experienced in the series, but I liked the whole time freeze thing in the beginning. That was funny. And I'm currently marathoning Aoreka 7 and Samurai Champloo.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch Samurai Champloo, but I haven't.
Got some pretty badass fight scenes.
Alright.
And that's all David knows.
Yep.
I decided to finally watch the newest Fate/Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Even though it was last season.
Yeah. Well, that's because I seen the original, and like for like the first
amazing CGI dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like for the first half of for the first season of Fate/Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, it was almost exactly like the Fate/Stay Night, the original one.
Pretty much just updated graphics and stuff.
But then the second season is where shit starts to change with how like the actual plot itself. And yeah, I would say how it changed, except for that kind of goes in the spoiler territory.
Yeah, I haven't seen the old one, but definitely the second season of the new is much better than the first season of the new one.
I thought you said you did see the original Fate Stay Night.
No, I did not. Not the old one.
Oh, just the original UBW?
Yes.
I saw the original old one. It was really good. I like, well, you know what? Screw it. Spoiler alert. I liked how he ended up with Saber. Okay, no longer spoiler alert.
You know, I want to watch Fate Stay Night, but it's not on my really long anime list.
It's like
it'll take me a year to get through
classic,
that
though.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
like,
yeah, that's what is it? 50? Yeah, about 50 episodes for Zero and.
Zero's excellent though. Zero's like better than Stay Night, in my opinion.
I don't know. I didn't like it as much. It was way harder to follow, like all of these characters that have slight differences.
But I like the characters so much more in it. Like the heroes,
except for the caster and his master. Like, damn, they were cool.
Yeah, they were awesome. Bluebeard or whatever. What did he go by?
Gilderai.
Gilderai, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to actually look up what he was.
Okay, so the main character is named Kiritsugu, right?
Yeah.
So why would his...
Arguably the main character.
So, like, in Three Worlds Collide, a Kiritsugu is someone on a ship who can, like, choose to, like, abort the mission at any time or something like that. Like, does that have anything to do with the series at all?
It has something to do with like a hypothetical done by the Grail. You know, like how the Grail questioned him, saying, saying that he'll never succeed in his mission because he always wants to save as many people as possible, but that always leads into more death.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty much what the ship has to do with that. It reminded me, for some reason, when I saw it, I kept thinking about Batman, you know,
Batman.
The Dark Knight, you know, like the two ships that...
yeah.
Yeah, one of them had a bunch of inmates on it, the other one had a bunch of
I see
civilians on it. And I was just like, this is like the same thing. And like...
I'm just gonna blow it up.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't like the people, like the regular people in that. The inmates were like okay with dying, and yeah.
I don't know, they were pretty good actors at least.
Yeah.
That was a good anime.
Very good anime.
Batman is the best anime / manga.
Alright, so what have you been watching, did you say?
Oh
yeah, you said Fate Stay Night.
And
right?
I've been playing a lot of Terra. Yeah. Terra.
You playing the lollies?
Dude, of course I am. You can't not play Ellen in Terra. Like, seriously, like, that game, it's just butts, tits, and Ellen.
You mean Ellen isn't the butts and tits?
No, it's not.
Then what's Ellen?
Lolly / anthropomorphic.
Lollies still have butts.
Everyone has butts.
Yeah, but I'm not looking
Except
at
mermaids.
that because, like, I'm not into that shit. I
Even
mean,
then,
that's
mermaids-
what publicly I say, and yeah. Okay, moving on. So pretty much, actually, what I was thinking about discussing was just everyone's opinions on this newest summer season of anime, because I know we often disagree on anime that is good.
Alright, then should we start off with what we think the season's best one is so far? By episode 3/4 as of now?
I mean, I haven't seen the third episode of the best anime this season yet, so I can't be sure.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay, so
I'm a little biased, but I think I gotta stay still Gacha Man, but could end up not being that.
all right. How about not first season anime? What's your favorite so
Okay.
far? Like not second
first
season.
Probably Charlotte. I don't know. It's really really vanilla, but it's really well done because Key is great.
I have really been enjoying Roka and the Braves of the Six Flowers or Petals, I think.
Roka no Yusha.
Yeah, whatever.
Flowers.
You know, I don't
says.
pretend to
Yeah.
know Japanese. And so yeah.
Except when you're screaming out senpai.
Well, that's because it's a joke.
Welcome.
To a joke. I appreciate the idea that I'm above someone. So, like, senpai.
Yeah.
But
You see,
normally
Connor
when
wants to be everybody's senpai.
I am everybody's senpai.
He doesn't call people senpai except David.
I call David senpai mockingly because he knows I'm his senpai.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's probably my favorite anime this season. I've been liking pretty much everything. I've really been liking School Live. Gate. That's been great. I like the
Great
main.
date, mate.
I rate 8 out of 8. But yeah, that anime's been great too. I feel like there's gonna be like some plot twists, like somehow like the Emperor is gonna get a hold of their technology and like fuck them up.
Plot twist turns into Outbreak Company.
Yeah, I feel like somehow they're gonna get fucked up. And yeah, I mean, what's been your favorite this season?
Yeah, I think my favorite new show is I had it. Oh yeah, Prison School.
Oh, Prison Schools.
It is the new episode today was hilarious.
It has the best screen caps of the season, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, coming from the source material, obviously the screen cap.
Yeah.
It's a whole new breed of ecchi in itself. Like, damn, if you're into BDSM, you're gonna love this show. No joke. Like, seriously, every single person in this show is a masochist, and I only that like the chairman's porn collection.
he takes pictures of the butts of women he's met.
I mean,
and the show just focuses on it all the time for some reason.
That's not normal?
It has not intersected with the plot too much yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people don't. Okay, so that show's just been amazing. Yeah. The reactions and the way, like, the characters make you feel like, oh my god, no, that's something, something embarrassing, and you just, like, are worried for them because you know something.
It's like, it's got a lot of cringe to it, but it's like, I'm interested in saying, am I gonna cringe? Like, what? I want to see them explore this more. I want to be a hipster
more
about
than
this.
the last time.
I want to be pretentious about this, but
and their character designs are hilarious.
So basically, I think my favorite new shows are the pervert shows because Gate and Roka are all right, but I just like the humor of Shimoneta in Prison School. They're not my favorites this season. I like the continuing Food Wars, the Gatchaman sequel, and the finished stuff that I've been marathoning, like
what about Monmusu?
Okay,
I don't watch Monmusu.
I thought you said
don't?
But
the
it's
perverted stuff was good.
The perverted stuff that I've watched, and I hear that Monmusu is actually good. So there we go, the continuing trend of interesting pervy anime.
Okay, Monster Musume, the elephant in the room.
Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou.
Shut up, David.
Every time you say the shortened name, I have to say the full thing.
Okay.
Daily Life with Monster Girls.
Okay, yeah.
These two Monster Girls.
These two guys know Japanese. I don't know any Japanese. Yeah, that's pretty much how it rolls, and I just don't care. But do you like Monster Girls? Do you like Monster Girls going all over one individual? And do you like each one of them representing a different fetish? Then this is your anime. If you don't want your main character to have any personality, watch this, because he doesn't. It's just your typical harem main character, except for all the harem girls aren't your typical harem girls.
Except the thing in this is he's not completely oblivious that they want to have sex with him. He actually knows it, and tries to avoid it, which makes him even worse of a character.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd agree with that. But he just has no personality to him. But that's besides the point. All the monster girls are great except for freaking Mia, I think.
Mia the Lamia?
Yeah, I hate her. All the other girls are best.
Do you even like Poppy?
Dude, Poppy's great.
Wow. Poppy's the worst.
No, Poppy is best waifu.
No, next episode, Sue is coming in. And
then, isn't that Slime Girl?
Yes.
Apparently,
they even have a boss fight.
Yeah, I hear like Slime Girl's great. And
Arachne. Everyone loves Arachne.
So
more of just the BDSM people like Arachne.
Yeah, but like as we said before, if you're in the BDSM, just watch Prison School. It's great.
Bringing that back.
Prison School is like, I love it. You can't, well, you can, but something is clearly right in your head if you don't love it.
Something is clearly right in your head if you don't love Prison School. Yeah, I love weirder types of anime. Like, yeah.
But, like, yeah, as I was going on, crap, where was I with Monster Musume? I'm just thinking that...
Best girls?
Best girls versus worst girls.
Well, like, the only one I don't like is Mia. Oh, but I love the director lady. What's her name again?
Smith.
Smith! Yeah, I love her.
Oh, just wait until they introduce the whole police force. It's great.
Okay, yeah, Smith is great.
Cyclops and everything. And a zombie.
Dude. Nice.
Because zombies are, of course, monsters, you know.
Yeah.
And a doppelganger.
Zombies, you say?
Zombies! Okay, if you want to get that joke, watch my other video. do it. It's really bad.
Yeah. Something this bad only comes once every 200 years.
Actually, it comes like once every whenever I feel like it. But okay, we talked about Monster Musume. Let's talk about Gangsta. Yeah.
Gangsta.
You know,
Pretty
A lot of
original.
people like that.
it's really original. It's like an anime of Sin City.
And it's been a very long time since there's been a main character that's deaf and not some random side character. And especially, like, having him try to talk is really funny.
Well, like, I thought it sounded cool because I don't know Japanese, so I just thought it was like a badass voice. But like when I
No, he,
listen to,
like, leaves out syllables.
I know because deaf people can't hear. But he wasn't always deaf, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it like
In the last episode when they showed the past of like him bodyguarding, I think his name is Nicholas, he was still deaf then when he was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
All I know is that Nicholas is a gigolo.
And a damn good one.
Dude, like,
So maybe I should watch that show.
oh, you definitely should.
There's lots of whores.
There is lots of horrors. It's odd for me to say that it's the first time in a while anime has taken a mature topic because anime goes
it's
dirty
actually like
and sexy all the time, but this is actually a very mature anime.
it's going into the sex market and not being fan service.
Yeah, it makes you, rather than go like, oh my god, boobies, like, oh,
It's like,
what-
shit,
you
they're
feel
poor. They have to be prostitutes just to live.
Yeah, and that just really sucks. And
It's French.
yeah, it takes, other than the whole concept of tags, you know, it's like closer to a modern ghetto, like inner city
Yeah,
poor
no,
life.
it's like ghetto with random superpower people.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something that like, if you liked Sin City, which I know not very many people have seen, but like still, it's a lot like Sin City as an anime. Actually, yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. And then, all right, so that's it with
And,
Gangster.
So Gangsta is the Sin City anime, whereas like the other gangster anime, Baccano, is the Pulp Fiction anime.
I actually haven't seen that.
Or maybe it's more Reservoir Dogs.
Well, like,
Yeah, Baccano's pretty good actually.
all right. Okay, so what have you guys' opinions been on Gate? Because I really like it so far.
Have not watched any of it.
You
I
haven't?
haven't even watched the
All
trailer
right.
of it just because I saw Outbreak Company and I did not want that to happen again.
Did you?
Wait, what's Outbreak Company? Oh, is that just another thing about...
It's pretty much the same thing of you have like your normal world and then random gate opens up to another world that's all fantasy and everything, and then the person assigned to like take, or like the commander person that goes into the other world to make sure that the relations is okay is this giant otaku that tries
that's
to
very similar.
spread otaku-ness into their culture and succeeds. Yeah, it's
So far Gate is, despite having that like plot, isn't going in that direction.
No, it's not. It's more so in going into the different ways that governments are set up compared to ours, and learning about a different culture that's like different than the one that you know, and having to break down language barriers and such, and to just the whole like meeting entirely new species.
Yeah, Outbreak Company was just, let's turn this entire fantasy world into weebs.
Yeah, that's not what Gate does. I saw I was basically at one point read a post recommending to read the Gate manga, before the anime was a thing, because apparently the characters were really like level 1 intelligent, as in they actually acted like they're real people who are thinking at every moment. Unlike, most fiction out there.
Yeah.
So, in the anime series, I haven't really gotten too much of a feeling of that. For me, it's just kind of been like a straightforward, stuff is happening, and I want to see more of what happens.
Yeah, I've been really liking the characters in Gate so far. And they introduce them all in, like, his dream. I really forget the main character's name, and I'm bad with names.
Tommy, was it?
I think something like that. Have you been watching it, Amin, or do you only watch the first episode?
I watched the first 3 episodes.
Alright, same here. But yeah, I've been really liking the characters, like how he introduced them all in his dream, and then he actually meets them in this fantasy world, like the really socially awkward wizard or a wizard's apprentice lady, and then the gothic Lolita.
Yeah, the god of death.
Yeah, which I don't understand why she seems like I'm really suspicious of her. Like,
yeah. That's actually apparently the big moment is like that of like intelligence is that someone prevents someone else from embarrassing themselves in front of her. Or
really?
like insulting her. Like, man, it would be really bad if they like insult her without knowing that she's the god of death, and like that gets prevented.
Yeah. And then the elf girl who she hasn't been doing much lately, but as of the 3rd episode, you finally get to hear some about her life, and it's kind of sad, but there's not much to say about her except for she's not a terrible character so far. She's not developed yet. So they're starting to develop her, which is good.
It's like, so then it's not like a straightforward harem, if it's a harem at all. If anything, it's a sow harem.
Well, the MC wants it to be a harem.
Nah, his friend wants to have a harem, but the MC is like, no, get away from me. I want to do my job and go home and read 2D girls.
I pretended I was there and wanted a harem. Like, how can you not want a harem in the new fantasy world? And I really like his, co-pilot or whatever it's called, the guy.
Yeah, that guy. That's who I was talking about.
Yeah, I really like him, how he really wants to meet catgirls. That's his number one desire of that world. It's just like, I really hope I don't die before I meet the catgirls.
Sounds... Like, I don't know much about Outbreak Company, but it sounds like he's, like, the main character is the kind of guy who's saying, no, I don't want this to be Outbreak Company, and then his friend is like, let's make this Outbreak Company.
Outbreak Company, despite being really cringy, it was pretty funny. They referenced a lot of different things and went meta a lot. But it was still iffy at best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, honestly guys, you should see the first 2 episodes of the 3rd season of Gintama. Like, I didn't really like the 3rd episode of it that much, but the first 2, I went in knowing nothing about the plot, and it was hilarious.
I thought there wasn't plot.
Exactly. That makes sense.
Okay, then.
Apparently sometimes it gets a plot.
Sometimes.
What type of plot are you guys talking about?
Like actual plot, not...
Yeah, the boring
plot.
kind.
Not plot?
Not round plot.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's actually a pretty gross
I don't think Gintama
show.
has any of that plot.
Okay.
The 3rd episode is gross.
Oh, I speaking of stuff I did this week, yesterday I watched that May or Me,
The music video?
the music video. My God! Is that stuff like drugs in a video?
It is. Teddy Lloyd's great.
I literally was speechless after watching it. Alright, so if you haven't seen it, go look it up and just watch it. Don't stop. And make sure no one's around you.
Yeah.
Make sure,
It's definitely not safe for work.
It's not safe for work.
Just
You're gonna show that to everyone later, aren't you?
I will.
titty cannons.
Titty cannons.
That sounds
Vore.
familiar. Oh
Yeah.
wait, Katy Perry did.
Yeah,
She didn't
I
do
forgot
Vore.
about the Vore.
Titty cannons and Vore. Just watch this music video. But the colors are amazing.
It is. It was beautifully animated and perfect fit for the music.
It was also trippy as fuck.
I don't even know if it won the Japan Animator Expo thing that it was in. I assume it did, but I don't know. I saw a couple of the other entries, and none of them were quite as good.
Yeah. So let's move on to, let's see, should we do School Live or Charlotte?
Charlotte. Let's do that.
All right. Yeah, so I've been keeping track of Charlotte. It's by the guys who did Angel Beats, right?
Yeah, and Little Busters, and I don't remember any of their other stuff.
Do you recommend Little Busters?
I saw like the first 2 episodes, and it was like, okay, nothing's really happening. I just watched it because a friend had watched it and thought it was really good, but I dropped it. So I don't know.
Oh,
What?
I was just because you said drop it. I was thinking of
The bass?
Yes.
the music
Yes.
video of When I'm Bored.
Of course.
But yeah, so it is pretty much about not prepubescent. That's weird.
Post-pubescent?
People going through puberty.
Okay.
Puberty causing superpowers.
Yes, and once they're done with puberty, they no longer have superpowers.
So the puberty itself is the superpower.
That's depressing.
yeah,
But they're imperfect superpowers, which is the best part. I love that guy's teleportation.
yeah, he runs through walls. He's just like he can teleport anywhere, but he smacks in the buildings.
Wears a
and
bulletproof vest at all times.
I still, even
He's
with
great.
all that, I don't understand how he's not dead.
Yep.
And then
He's just used to it.
the main character can possess people for like 5 seconds, and he's a complete asshole.
Yeah, he's a faggot.
No, okay, David. No,
He
he's
is.
an asshole. Language, sir. But yeah, he's just a complete asshole. He manipulates women. He almost killed a girl so she would go out with him.
Hey, I don't know.
Wow.
That was a pretty good plan. Like, yeah, if he failed, then he's
She
fucked.
would have been dead.
But in the public's eye, it wouldn't have been his fault. So he's okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's how much of a jerk he is.
Yeah, it's like he's an asshole who is good at being an asshole.
Yeah, no, his plan to get the girl, that was a really good plan, but not an ethical one by any means.
I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
But then he got caught by... What's the main chick? Oh, yeah. Her name... What is her name? Charlotte?
No.
Then who's Charlotte?
Yeah, what is the name Charlotte?
I don't
for?
know. I have no idea.
The witch from Madoka?
Yes, of course. I mean, what else could it be? No, it's Charlotte's Web.
It is more spider BDSM stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Alright, we're looking it up because we're
Okay.
confused.
So, have you
Yeah.
guys continued watching Classroom Crisis?
What's classroom... Oh, the one with the no boobs.
Her
And
name
no
is
curse
Tamori.
words. Tamori? Then where's Charlotte come from?
I have no idea.
Wait,
It'll probably be explained in, like, episode 12.
I'm gonna look at that, but wait, so, yeah, Classroom Crisis is the one where people just fly planes.
I mean, microphone.
Right, I'm kind of near the microphone.
Yeah, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, Classroom Crisis looked just really normal and
I didn't
boring
watch it.
and nothing new, so I didn't see it.
But yeah, what's her name? The white-haired chick.
Tamori?
Tamori, yeah. Her power is to make herself invisible just to one person, and the whole premise is to stop people from using their powers for dickish things like the main character was doing. Otherwise, they'll be kidnapped and tested on.
My guess is main character's little sister is gonna hit puberty and shit's gonna go down.
Yeah, that's probably how they're gonna have.
And maybe she'll get rid of all her desus. Maybe. I'm
No.
hoping for it.
I'm not. I love that.
You're terrible.
I love it. I'm part of that crowd who likes it. Okay, so before we talk about Gatchaman, because I know you guys want to do that some more, I want to talk about School Live.
Yes.
It's like, who was the genius that thought that we can combine Moe,
Moe and
with
horror.
zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, Moe plus horror.
It's actually really good.
I'm not really into the Moe genre, but it was. I liked the second episode.
I've gone to the third one. Actually, I'm just caught up. It's really good.
I'm just hoping it doesn't turn into something like We Cross and just get really weird and shit.
I feel like some
Really
people
weird and shit? That sounds great.
I feel like people are gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing, it's just baiting us for that. It's like, this person dies, and Yuki's like, they left the club, they transferred schools, they what?
I feel like they should have held out of saying it's a zombie apocalypse for an extra episode or two. Because
Yeah.
the first one, they like hinted at it just a little bit, but you couldn't really figure it out on yourself before
Stack of
they
desks,
showed zombies.
I really should have questioned that.
Yeah, no, I didn't question that either. Like, they just have
I
this
thought it was
random
just under
hallway
construction.
closed off with desks everywhere. And I'm just like, oh, okay,
What I'd say,
that makes sense.
what I'd say, David, though, is that if you're going to be concealing things for so long, it would get kind of boring.
Right, yeah, they'd probably have to do it in the middle of the second episode.
So, is the teacher alive or no?
Yes, the teacher is alive.
She is?
Yes, they spent like the entire last episode going over what she went through when it transitioned to zombie
Yeah, but
apocalypse.
it's just the four of them and she doesn't sleep with them. And they always forget about her.
Probably because she sleeps in a different place.
I don't know,
is
man.
the teacher the purple-haired woman?
And
Yes,
it seems
yes.
that the main
Yeah.
character is the only one who
Mega
ever
Man.
talks. Whoever talks to her first.
Ooh.
Ooh, you got a point. But then why would they
Connor
show
is-
us and...
Connor's getting the Fight Club stuff in here.
Yeah.
That
And then
changes things.
then they always talk to her and like say, "Oh, I'm sorry, forgot to didn't see you there." And then they talk to her after that.
Dude.
Oh, right, and when they were in was it the library? She
Yeah.
was the only one with her.
Yeah, and she was just for some reason past the
She
barrier.
hasn't actually had any interaction with any of the other students.
Yeah,
Nice job.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
I gotta analyze that next week.
Yeah, that was bugging me the entire time. I was just like, so is she like alive or something? Yeah.
At first, I thought the dog was dead. 'Cause it's like, he's opening doors and stuff, and like,
The dog might be dead.
maybe.
Maybe.
But they...
Or
That
maybe
is a
she's
very
just,
strange dog.
Yeah.
it's just a figment of her imagination.
I guess the, running after the dog is actually a lot more interesting, though, in the context of the dog could get eaten by zombies.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. Normally, don't zombies only go after humans?
Dogs
Yeah,
are
actually, yeah, that's actually a huge thing about zombie lore is that they don't normally go after animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless a crow eats a dead zombie and becomes zombified, then they don't go after animals. Because that's actually been known to happen in different zombie series, depending on which rules you're going by for zombies.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Zombies have all sorts of different rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know. And that's what keeps it interesting, is who's alive and who's not actually living.
School not alive.
Yeah. Okay, so I forgot to put down the timer, but I'm going to assume that we're getting close to the end.
Right, yeah, we're at like about 45 minutes now.
Alright, so yeah, we're going to end this with you guys talking about Gatchaman, and then, Amin, you don't have any place for people to find you on the internet, do you?
Nah. You know, I have stuff, but nothing I really want to promote.
Alright. So, yeah, then we'll just
Google
talk
Plus.
about Dave and my crap. So yeah, go ahead and talk about Gatchaman because I am not caught up.
So I think we said a little bit about it before, but so new character Tsubasa, like, actually has a normal head on her shoulders. She's not the other people that have these crazy
Yeah.
personalities and are not believable.
Yeah. Actual person. Well, I feel like Rui was a person, just a really smart one.
Yeah, no, she was cool.
Yeah.
Still is. I
Rui's a
guess.
boy.
Yeah.
We can wish.
Interchangeable. Eventually, he's probably just gonna get a sex change.
I don't know. Rui has not come out to us and talked about this openly.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything about it.
Yeah.
Not a single word. Nor has anyone commented anything about it.
Yeah. So I think it's just so I don't know, different like cultural standards and whatever on like what he is, but I feel like it's just generally might be a disguise. We don't know.
Yeah.
I like him though. I like him.
Yeah.
But anyway, going beyond that, I like him as a character too. I kind of saw him as the protagonist of the first season.
Yeah, a little too idealistic though. Like, no matter what, he's just like, yep, humanity will choose the right decision.
But he's idealistic to a fault instead of Hajime.
Yeah. Hajime just like, yeah, let's do it. It's gonna work. And
you know what I had thought, though? That now that, you know, basically the ultimate good and the ultimate evil, Hajime and Kate have merged into one body, right?
Yeah.
Right now, Hajime is just punching Kate in the face, right? But
Yep.
Kate could take over. Kate could
That
maybe
is true.
win. And let's see what would happen.
I know. She's hasn't budged at all, though, so far, so it could happen.
It would be like...
I'd like it if Cuts actually had something to do with anything besides just randomly saying lines here and there and then getting knocked out.
Well, storytelling is supposed to, you know, work on, you know, foreshadowing and, like, bringing attention to details. So, if Gatchaman Crowd's insight follows that, I think that Kate might end up playing a bigger role.
Yeah. And, I mean, metaphorically, he's, like, all the badness in humanity, which... They touch on a lot of social issues, so they've got to bring him back. The whole thing of the red crowds and all that. It's pretty deep if you actually look at it. Despite it being like this superhero thing and all that, it's pretty deep.
Yeah. It kind of fails as a superhero show, at least in the first season. Barely no fighting.
It's such a weird combination.
Yeah. Ava kind of fails as a robot show, and Utena definitely fails as a sword fighting show. Because they're not about those things. And what was I gonna get to about crowds? Oh yeah, so vapes.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand like their philosophy.
Yeah. Okay. I see where they're coming from, but in my opinion, they're really stupid. This could be dangerous, so we're going to make it dangerous.
Exactly.
Genius.
Yeah, no. This one reviewer who like people who weren't into like the message of the original Gatchaman Crowds were saying that the vapes were too quickly like written off as terrorists. But I think that's got two basic philosophies.
Yeah, no, they're trying to be terrorists.
The vapes themselves don't have an interesting philosophy, and two, they're labeled as terrorists by the literal media in the literal story as they literally would in real life.
Yeah, they're definitely terrorists.
If there's more depth to the vapes, I think we're going to get it.
Yeah.
I guess one question,
Probably
although maybe the question
too.
is, why aren't they more deeply criticizing the first season's, like, ideas then?
Yeah, they kind of just went to new stuff. They didn't really touch any of the last season.
Well, no, that's what this season is, though. Like, people kind of badly criticizing the first season's ideas. That's what the vapes are.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like Makishima, who I can kind of follow.
Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with this. Though I definitely think Tsubasa's gonna break, and stuff's gonna happen from that.
So basically, whatever happens to Hajime, though, she probably can't break.
Yeah,
the laws of the show probably don't allow her to.
Yeah, they have defined it as she can't break from Bubble-sama of she doesn't change. She literally can't.
And also Grandpa. I want to see more Grandpa. Because
Yes,
Grandpa
has
is
gotta
equal
become
to
a gacha
Hajime.
man.
Alright. Okay, so I think we explored that pretty well.
Yes, very well.
Alright, so next order of business?
Oh, next order of business is ending this. Because we got D&D.
Yeah.
For most of you don't know, though, we just record this before our D&D sessions.
Yeah.
So you guys know where to find me because this is on my YouTube channel / SoundCloud / wherever else I've decided to put it. So David, where can people find you on the internet?
So pretty much my place is YouTube at channel Todoke, Todoke. I am making AMVs, so yeah, check them out. They're cool, I think. I don't know.
You got one done, right? They're pretty. That one's pretty good.
One done, and I'm in the beta testing for my second.
Gotcha. And then yeah, I'm just Burlap Sax. I do gaming crap, and I do anime crap, and occasionally I do real life crap.
Yeah, documentaries.
Very
boy.
good documentaries.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that is the Burlap Sax podcast, name pending. Peace out.
Ciao.
Bye.